You know that feeling at the end of the day, stiff, sore, just kind of locked up from sitting at a desk? Well, what if I told you the solution isn't some fancy new gym equipment, but a practice that's been refined for over 1,500 years? Yeah, let's dive into how these ancient movements can fix our very, very modern pain. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. A 70-year-old Shaolin monk who can move better than most athletes half his age. No surgery, no supplements. How is that even possible? It's not some magic pill, that's for sure. It's a deep, fundamental understanding of how our bodies are meant to move. And understanding that, let's be honest, most of us have completely lost. Okay, so before we get to the solution, we've got to get real about the problem. And the problem is this: our modern lives have basically put our bodies in a cage. And this slide, wow, it just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one hand, you have how our bodies are designed to move. We're talking squatting, rotating, extending, just moving freely. But then look at our daily reality. It's sitting at a desk, slumping on the couch, staring down at our phones. We've gone from being these dynamic, incredible machines to just static and compressed. And believe me, our bodies are paying the price for it. So what's one of the first things to go? Well, it's something called kyphosis, but you might know it as the hump. It's that slow forward collapse of your upper back from all that slouching. And this is a huge deal. It's not just about posture or how you look in the mirror. It literally crushes your ribcage, making it harder to breathe deeply. And guess what has to pick up all that slack? Your lower back. Ouch. And the second part of this nasty duo, tight hip flexors. I mean, it makes sense, right? We sit for hours and hours, so these muscles that connect our spine to our legs just get shorter and tighter. This creates a chain reaction. It yanks your pelvis forward, which squishes your lower back and can even throw your knees totally out of whack. So that nagging back pain or that weird knee ache you have, yeah, it might be starting right in your hips. And look, this isn't some niche problem. We're talking 1.7 billion people worldwide dealing with these kinds of issues. That is a staggering number, and it's not getting better. It's actually grown by almost 25% in the last decade. We are literally in the middle of a global mobility crisis. But there is a way out. And that way out, that key, comes from this ancient system honed over 1,500 years by Shaolin monks. Their secret? They didn't see the body as a bunch of separate parts. They saw it as one single integrated system. And a difference in philosophy here is just massive. You know, traditional fitness, it's all about isolating muscles, bicep curls, leg extensions. And it's almost always reactive. You only think about physio after you get hurt. The Shaolin approach is the total opposite. It's proactive. It's about integrating the mind and body, developing deep, dynamic flexibility, and building a body that's so resilient that injuries don't happen in the first place. This quote from Master Shiheng Yi, this is everything. He says, "The posture itself is not the important part. The important part is how do you get there." See, in the West, we get obsessed with holding a perfect pose, right? But for the monks, the real magic, the real benefit is in what happens in between. It's that smooth, fluid transition from one shape to the next. It's all about the flow. And this focus on flow and fluidity, well, it leads to a much deeper idea, a core philosophy, really, that when you physically open up your body, you can also open up your mind. So what does that even mean, to open the body? Because it's way, way more than just being able to touch your toes. An open body means you can take a full, deep breath without feeling restricted. It means you can move freely without that constant nagging stiffness. But it goes deeper. When your body is open and relaxed, your senses actually sharpen. You're more present. You can absorb new information more easily, and you're even more open to new ideas and thoughts. It's all connected. And here's the real game changer. We all know the mind affects the body, right? You get stressed, your shoulders get tight. But what the Shaolin masters figured out is that the streak goes both ways. You can intentionally use your body to change your mind. You can physically open your posture to become mentally more open. The body is literally a key to unlock the mind. Now, I know this might sound a bit abstract or philosophical, but it's actually grounded in hard science. Modern physiology is finally catching up and showing us exactly why this ancient wisdom works. And the secret? It's all in your nervous system. Yeah, check this out. A big meta-analysis, that's a study of a bunch of other studies, published in the journal Physiotherapy, looked at this stuff. And what they found is pretty amazing.
It basically confirms that the monks, even without all our fancy scientific language, understood these principles perfectly.
And this leads us to a really crucial idea. A lot of the time, that stiffness you feel, it isn't actually a muscle problem. It's a nervous system problem. It's something called the guarding response. Think of it like this. Your nervous system senses you're about to move in a way it's not sure about, so it hits the emergency brake and creates stiffness to protect you. So your body isn't broken, it's just guarding itself. So the big question is, how do you convince your nervous system to release that brake? Well, the science shows that these gentle, mobilizing movements do just that. They create what's called a sympatho-excitatory response. Now, that's a mouthful, but look at the chart. You can see measurable changes. Skin conductance goes up, skin temp goes down. This is the scientific signature of your nervous system waking up and basically getting the signal that it's okay to let go of that guarding response. It's ancient wisdom proven by modern data. All right, so how do we put all this incredible 1,500-year-old wisdom into practice? The great news is it all boils down to a super simple, really powerful 15-minute reset that you can pretty much do anywhere. Okay, here they are, the 6 core movements. Each one is designed to systematically unlock one of those cages we talked about. You've got the cat-cow spine wave to open up that hunched upper back, the low dragon to free those tight hip flexors, the deep squat holds to get your foundation back, the Cic Stretch for that side-to-side movement we never do, a spinal twist to restore rotation, and it all ends with a standing wave to just reset the whole nervous system. And the best part? You don't have to live in a monastery or train for hours a day. Seriously, just 15 minutes, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, is enough to start reversing years of damage. Remember, it's all about consistency, not intensity. I really want to leave you with this final idea, because if you get this, it changes everything. We're taught to believe that getting stiff and sore is just a normal part of getting older, but it's not. It's not true. You don't lose mobility because you age. You lose it because you stop asking your body to be mobile. Your body is smart and it's efficient. If you don't use it, you lose it. So the real question is for you. What are you going to demand back from your body? Think about that freedom, that lack of pain you used to have. It's not gone forever. You just have to ask for it back. So what are you going to demand starting today?